Hey guys, it's Nick here again. So I was mentioning in one of my classes a few weeks back a gratitude journal, and there was a good number of questions and people that thought they wanted some more information on this gratitude journal. So I was exposed to this idea, oh, I don't know, it might be almost 10 years ago now actually, through a book that I read called Simple Abundance. And I will put the information about the author in that book just below the video. So if you want to check that out, you can. And a few of her things really stuck with me over the years. And one of them was a gratitude journal. So I'm a big believer in the attitude of gratitude, as you could call it. I think that sometimes it's really easy to get stuck on the small things or to sweat the small stuff in life or even the big stuff, as the case may be, and to really get kind of caught up with our thought patterns in everything that's wrong with the world, everything that's wrong with our lives, everything that's wrong with us, and really not notice all of the things that are right or all of the things that are positive or all of the things that we are blessed with. And so I started doing a gratitude journal a few years back when I was going through a bit of a hard time and didn't have a lot of clarity. And I found that it really helped me to be in a more positive mood, so that's always good, but to really take some time and to focus on some of the things that I am very grateful for. And you can't help but afterwards feel better about whatever situation happens to be going on in your life at the moment. And really, they say that too, if you follow the law of attraction, that the more that your vibration is at a certain point in a positive vibration, the more you're going to attract positive things to your life. And so intentionally, consciously focusing on things that will make you more positive and more happy, therefore increasing your vibration, then the more of those things you're going to attract into your life. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about my gratitude journal, my personal one. I'm not going to read you, anything too personal, don't worry. But and what my kind of routine is with it for those of you that thought this was a good idea and want to try it out. So first off, this is my current gratitude journal. I don't know how you can see that, but that is a picture of the Dalai Lama, who of course is very inspiring. And what I do is at the top of each page, I write the date. And then I just go through and write down some of the things that I'm grateful for that day. I do mine at the end of the day, but that's not necessarily how you have to do it. You could do it at the beginning of your day. You could do it at lunchtime. I do it at the end of that day because I really want to focus on what I'm grateful for in that specific day. And so the day will have had to have passed in order for me to do that. That being said, of course, there's lots of things I'm grateful for every day. There's lots of repeats every day over and over again in here. But so what I do is I head to bed, 10 or 15 minutes earlier than I actually need to go to sleep. And I get out my little journal with my fancy purple pen that I bought just for this journal. And I write down some of the things that I'm grateful for. When I first started this, the recommendation was to start with 5 things. I've since have increased it. I do more than 5 things now, but that would be a good starting point, is 5 things. And I know sometimes people say, oh, well, what if you just can't find anything to be grateful for that day? Then you're not trying hard enough. Because if you can pick up a pen and write, then you're clearly not handicapped. You clearly have a functioning mind. There's 2 things right there to be grateful for. Being grateful for your health, being grateful for your mind, being grateful to have shelter, being grateful for the food on your plate. And so some of these things on some days have to be very simple. If you're having a really hard time, sometimes it's just, I'm grateful I got out of bed. I'm grateful that I ate today. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have friends or family, whatever. So sometimes they're very simple, and sometimes they're a little bit more grandiose and in depth, and it just depends on what's going on for you. But you can always find 5 things to be grateful for unless you're dead or you're homeless. So there you go. Be grateful that you have a computer to watch this video. Lots of people don't. So I'll just give you some kind of what I usually do. I'm not going to, again, give you anything too personally, but so for example, I do a lot of these. So I'm grateful for my partner. I won't say his name for his privacy reasons. I'm grateful for Drax. That's my cat. I am grateful for my awesome abode. So we moved recently, and although I've always been grateful for when I was in the last place, I always put that I'm really grateful for my awesome apartment. But we've moved and we've definitely upgraded size-wise and community-wise, and so there's been a lot of gratitude in here about that. And so thank you for my abode. Thank you for Inglewood, which is the neighborhood I now live in, which rocks, and I love it here. Um, Thank you for long baths. Thank you for my yoga practice. Thank you for meditation. Thank you for my students, past, present, and future. You're in there a lot. Thank you for knowledge. Thank you for love. Thank you for spring rain and flowers. Thank you for my strong, supple, lean, radiant, healthy body. So thinking for your health is always a good one. Thank you for the health of myself and those that are close to me. And so that kind of gives you just a little bit of an idea about some of the things that you can put down. You, of course, will have your own things. Those are just examples that I have. And sometimes I have big life lesson days, and so they're a little bit more in depth, a little bit more kind of personal than those. But there's certain staples that are there all the time. Always grateful for the place that I live in. Often I say I'm grateful for healthy, yummy, organic food because I am very grateful for that. Grateful for my cat, grateful for my sweet boy that I have in my life, grateful for my friends, and often if there's a specific friend that stands out that day, I'll list their name in brackets or I'll put thank you for that person. And so I just find that even if you've had kind of a rotten day, whether it's seriously rotten because you're going through major drama in your life, or just pouty rotten because it's raining and whatever's bothering you, ending your day this way, for me, makes a big difference just in the state of mind that I'm in. And I do it also right before bed. So I can go over my day in my head, but also I'm going to sleep on a positive note, which actually I've noticed really affects my dreams. So I'm far less likely to have kind of disturbing dreams since I've been practicing this. And I've practiced it off and on for years. I did it loyally for like 5 years and then forgot about it for 3 and only kind of did it twice a year. But now I do it every night, rain or shine, doesn't matter what's going on. Even if I'm really sick, the gratitude journal happens because it is so important to me. It's made such a difference in my life. A couple of times a year, I'll take extra time and I'll do an even more in-depth gratitude. So for example, my birthday, I usually do all of the things that I'm grateful for that happened in that year, all of the lessons that I've learned, that kind of thing. And then I'll, do the things that I hope to be grateful for in the next year. And I also do a really big one also on Thanksgiving and on Remembrance Day. So those are just days that for me are very symbolic and important. And so on those days of the year, I'll do a longer one. And also any other time that I just have extra. So I always, have a certain number that I'll do, but some days you might fill a couple pages. Some days it might be hard, like I said, to just get out 5. So I hope that helps for anybody who's heard of a gratitude journal and hasn't started one, or just had some questions about it, or maybe you've never even heard of the idea of a gratitude journal. Hopefully that helps. And yeah, get yourself a pretty journal, get yourself a fancy pen in your favorite color, and make it part of your daily routine, a little bit of self-care, kind of at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day. Hope that's helpful. We'll see you soon. Bye.